This will run about a half hour. After this intro here, it'll be at 0.7 speed. First 5 minutes is at 0.7 speed, and the last 25 minutes approximately is at 0.2 of that 20%. So I think it's, not sure about the math theory, but if you multiply 0.2 by 0.7, it's 0.14. So it's going to be at about 14% speed. It's only about 3-4 minutes. It's going to be stretched over about a half hour. So when it drops down to the slow speed, it becomes extremely obvious that they're reading, they're scripted. It's a pathetic program. They're now doing that Tai Chi partial movements across all the shows. They want me to watch it and fixate on it. You can really see it with Jardula and Poinkinen. It's so obvious with them. That's like a nuclear button to them. His hands are a little out of view, but they pop up. He just shifted horizontally. So they fake as a zoom. They fake that they're staring at each other when they're staring at teleprompters. There are hands. He's got extreme tardive dyskinesia. He's an exposed drug addict. His face gives it away. His eyebrows give it away. See how she's flashing her hands like that? That's their new thing. And for them to go that route shows a desperation. Because that was Farron. That was Johnny Mayorkas filming for police at Echo Park. So many quit. I think that was Addy Ads as the Twitter hacker. I think that was Debbie Lusignan on the plane. Same voice, same gait. You know, we can appear a little bit different and not exactly automatic. If you look at Dore, you look at Kim Iversen, there's no way to not tell it's them. It's the same with Farron in those videos. One of those backwater, that Divinity said backwater people who run like their own fake front. They mention me and they put me into their 5-hour marathon chats. I don't care. It just shows that I made direct, verified truths. That's why they went after me with Man Hands and Autumn Sword, the we've read the document, that crowd, the Jimmy Jean. Kim Iversen is 100% involved in it. She got outed by someone a couple years ago. Scripted. Right there, she's scripted. So she's faking that she's talking with Jimmy. Okay, we're into at the point, the 20% speed. So this is where it's going to become very extremely obvious. I already put this together. It's in big screen for myself. Go off to the side. That shouldn't be an issue. So can we look at her pupils? We can. I can. I can't speak for we. So she was going sideways right there. There's Jimmy with a strange grimace. Eyebrows. Just not a healthy looking. These are not normal. These are not people we would want around younger people. They're like the worst. Look at Kim right there, showing all the signs of heavy narcotic use. Look at her jaw. Look at Jimmy, they're demented. And at the 20% of 70% speed, it's going to become clear that they're scripted. Poor Kim, nowhere close to the back in the day of her former beauty. Here's Jimmy already sliding horizontally. That's what happens. They cannot defy science. Jimmy. So they try to be sly and pull one over us. But when it's slow motion, we see exactly. We get the replay. What do you think they're doing in the NBA challenge? There are too many mistakes in basketball. That's why the challenge thing doesn't really help. People don't want to use them too early. They want to save that challenge for when the game's more important. They want to wait to see if the 3-pointers are dropping. That's what they want. So Jimmy, should I be looking in on the pupils? What am I supposed to be doing there? He's looking. He moved forward into the screen. Kim looking downward, probably looking at Jimmy. I totally mapped it out and figured it out. They're done, and that's why they've gone full Tai Chi nuclear code. Especially, just check out Jardula and Poinkanen. I'm not making it up. They think I care. I was giving them the wrong information. I made them think that I couldn't stop watching them. When I run through stamps and I run music. These idiots. So right now I'm going back to the bigger names. Because that's how I roll. It's the Lilo and fruit is too easy and no one cares. Like the Fango with Farron, come on, that's as low as it gets now. Where's Brandon Darby? That's the future for these idiots. They're just gonna go more heavily into the benzos and the boozing it up, and look at Jimmy reading the script. So it's a dead internet. Everyone knows it's rigged, and now it's starting to see that, oh, Joe Rogan's rigged. Alex Jones was rigged. Everyone knew Alex Jones was rigged. That they cleared him out. Yeah, we'll clear up that Alex Jones did would. It's giving away too much of the fake internet shtick, giving it away. I don't know, I seem to have found my baritone low voice. Jimmy making love to that teleprompter. I located it exactly. It's at that angle right there. See right there? Replay it if you have to. Kim feigning that she's so fascinated by the scripted mumbo jumbo. So there you have it. You put it at the low speed, you focus in on what matters. He's doing the hands, pushing them forward. Right there, see that? You have to kind of imagine the red. See how he's pushing it forward like that? Pushing it gently forward. But he's doing it not, he's stopping short. So they're trying to F with people. There's Kim Iversen with weird grimaces, and she's sliding horizontally. Jimmy Dore is ugly. That's called drug addiction. He's such a pathetic loser, and he goes into big rants on this show. He went on with her for about a half an hour. I think Tim Black quit. I looked up Tim Black. I don't see him doing anything lately, but he does like a few minutes at a time now, I think. They're gonna have to revamp the whole thing and come up with shows that aren't. How are they gonna do it though? Come up with shows that aren't scripted? What does that mean to have shows that aren't scripted? There's Kim Iversen, her eyes. You can see her going horizontally. They can't hide it. That's why they're doing the weird arm flap, and I noticed it months ago. You can look in my archive. I think it's like 4 months ago. It's scripted arm flapping. So I've been noticing this crap, and now it makes a lot more sense looking back at some of the other weird things going on. There she is going horizontally, so you can see exactly where she goes to read. So I'll just put it up in the title, 100% scripted, something like that. Pathetic. This is like 3 or 4 minutes at 20% speed, so it comes out at, it was 25 minutes. Each 1 minute block, I got like 5 minutes out of it. Sorry, my voice went a little nutty. I think, who sang like that? The Greatest Love, that one, Whitney Houston. Sure, yeah, you should get that. Every once in a while, the demon voice would pop out. Kim Iversen. Busted. They're all busted. So I know this is a little tedious. It's not exactly exciting. But right there it was exciting. The Jimmy Dore, that slant. There he goes. I call that the human typewriter. This proves they're scripted. That's why they're going nuts. That's why they're going nuts. That's why they're done. They put Dore on this show. They put him on with Tim Pool. I saw that. So the internet's not done, but we're all sort of internet savvy at this point, most of us. So these people are done. I inbuilt my message so that it wasn't going to be dependent on any page clicks on the actual videos. They see they see it in the thumbnail. They see it. They see it in the title. They know it. I'm that same guy who exposed Kimberlyn, and they went after me back then, and it's all public knowledge. These are the same people. That's why they're effing with me. They lose to me. It's, but it's fake, so it doesn't matter that they lose to me. These people are pathetic. They're going down the toilet for their bodies, their faces. Here's Jimmy. Look at that. He's going sideways. That's called reading. See how he flutters his arm. You can't really see his arms, but they're all doing that now. Tai Chi. Doing Tai Chi, partial movements. And they're doing it in coordination with reading off of teleprompters. They always had that sort of system. So they changed from doing more generic arm movements, coordinated with that, to outright psychology of it's called Qigong. Tai Chi, Qigong. So Scott Ritter's a fake. That guy, who's that guy who's reading behind Jardula's shoulder? That was a good one, pointing that out, how they use different angles, different teleprompters. Scott Hording, yes, he's married to Alexandrovna, who was at Raw story, and she was a paid fake, who was running interference for Kimberlyn. And then it turned out Kimberlyn was working with that guy Rauhauser, associated in with the Chet Uber guy and Adrian Lema from Project Vigilant. I don't care. Why should I care? I didn't do anything wrong. I'm not a pathetic chicken face. If anyone by chance goes to today's what's it called AM Wake Up Rock thing, it's Porkinen on alone, and it's brutal, but his face finally gave out. It's like non-stop up and down chicken face. He's just the true message is don't do drugs. You're gonna end up demented looking like Iversen and Dore. All of them are deformed. Fiorella, deformed. They're all deformed. Franco, analysis, deformed. They're all cheating, deformed, and they're not agents. Divinity said, she's like, oh, he's calling me an agent. No, I'm calling you petty informant. You're an informant. You're a rat. You got in trouble or something, and then they hired you. She's doing some type of shoot, something. I forget what that was. But it's sort of, it's a little bit like the Tai Chi. But you really have to check out Jardula and Porkinen to really see that I'm not lying about that. And they sent that woman who looked like the Tai Chi woman. They sent her to my channel. And then she was on some thread talking nice to Farron. So these people, they can't just leave me alone. They don't want to just leave me alone. And they ruined their whole show. The whole thing is ruined, which means that they were ruined before making this new idiotic. Like right there with her hands, see what she's doing? She's like moving the air. That's like you're moving the air. That's sacrilegious. If she has any, she's Asian. She should know. She probably knows about that stuff. That's sacrilegious what she's doing. And they're all what they're doing. This is what's going on with these people. They've opened up neural pathways to worsen their involuntary facial movements. So every time they're doing those mocking arm movements in conjunction with trying to distract that they're reading from a teleprompter, they trigger their own facial movements. So there's Dore looking like a pathetic clown, and there's Kim Iversen looking like a pathetic clown. Now, what I think happened when they came up with that, we're living in a cartoon. That's pure Tai Chi, what she's doing there, but it's out of view. But if one knows those movements, then they can see that she's doing it even by only seeing the few fingers. I forget what I was going to say there. I'm just sorry. Coming to the end of this. There's about 7.5 minutes to go of them. Just gonna sing And She Was, Talking Heads. What they're doing, I wanted to say what they did. They opened the neural pathway. I think I made sense on that. They triggered them when they do the distracting moves. That triggers the movements in them, and it gets worse. They end up doing alcohol instead of pills, I bet. They think, well, alcohol's legal. I'll just start doing alcohol. And the booze is bad for the movements, too. So these people, you have to do a lot of drugs and crap to end up looking as bad as those two. There's her hands. And she pushed him downward. The downward movement. And now she's making a weird, straight look towards the camera. Jimmy Dore looking over into the corner. They have to look at the corner to see the other person. We're human beings, so that's how I pick up on stuff. I'm like a highly advanced computer, I think. I can just take in all of it. I know what they're thinking. I know what they're feeling. I know what they're thinking. I can see exactly her head going sideways. And she should explain what she can't. None of them can explain why their eyes going sideways. So let's see. We'll watch Jimmy Dore read. I don't have to cherry pick any of this. I just pick it up and watch it, and I'm guaranteed. I know that they're scripted. I know that they can't talk about anything without a script. These are stupid. These are really low class. These are like the lowest people there are. They're stupid. They're pathetic, stupid drug addicts, informants, who are cheap. They're scripted scumbags in cahoots with Rogan. This is big. This is everywhere. This is them. Look at Jimmy Dore, who's a nasty drug addict who can't control his face, nasty tongue juts. Just an ugly, disgusting. What a loser Jimmy Dore is. No one would want to be him. Who would want to be that? Look how ugly he is. Look how ugly Kim Iversen is. Her face is a distorted, pathetic. How How do people get this pathetic? Look how pathetic Dore is. Look how scared they are that they're outed reading, and that everyone now knows that their eyes are going sideways. Yeah, how is that normal, Jimmy Dore? How is any of that normal? The faces he's making. And she can't see the faces he's making because she's looking at the teleprompter. She'd have to look to the side to see him. He just shifted. That sideways movement. About 3.5 minutes to go of this video. Then I'm gonna do that one tune because I'm feeling confident and I like to sing. There he is again with the strange hands. See that right there? The way they're going side. No, they can't explain it. Someone would just have to look at what they're doing. And then you'll see I'm not lying. And then when you know I'm not lying, then you see I'm not lying on the other stuff. On any of it. Nasty tongue jut from the pathetic drug addict. Nasty fake comic. Never a real comic. Planted. Tongue jut. There's a medical term for that. This guy's a pathetic. How much longer can he keep going in public like that? It's a pathetic, ugly. Look at his eyes going sideways. Pathetic military shills. You're all pathetic. You're all pathetic. The people behind this all of you are pathetic. That's what this proves. You're a pathetic scumbags who are reading off of teleprompters with pathetic faces, demented. Yeah, that's normal. Yeah, you're normal. You're a great guy, Jimmy Dore. Damn. So this guy should not be. Younger people, please do yourselves a favor and learn early and often that these people are fake. They're all fake. I'm not saying that there's anywhere else to go. They're all fake. He was on with Tim Pool. That shows how fake it all is. He was on with Cenk Uygur. Burmese goes on. Ryan Christian. He was on with Adam Grant, Whitney Webb. It's the entirety of it all is fake. There he is with the scripted arm flapping. But it goes off screen. That's demented. That's not normal. His face. His jaw. It's not normal for them to be scripted. And I'm not sure why they're not smiling, they're not laughing, they're not happy. That's an involuntary grimace. Okay, about a half an hour left of this nauseating nonsense. These pathetic drug addicts who somehow get a lot of page clicks on a dead internet. So that's a landline vote. They're getting a lot. They get nothing compared to like Karen videos. They get nothing compared to a lot of other stuff. I guess in the entirety of it though, it's okay. That's it. I'm saying in the entirety, it's getting a lot more page clicks than me. Alright, I'm going to the tune. Guess I'll unplug these speakers and go with the background. That worked the last time. It barely shows up, so I think it's all in the clear then. doing a countdown. Just hit start. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. And she was lying in the grass. Dun, dun. And she could hear the highway breathing. Dun, dun. And she could see a nearby factory. Dun, dun. She's making sure she's not dreaming. See the lights of a neighbor's house. Now she's starting to rise. Take a minute to concentrate. And she opens up her eyes. The world was moving, she was right there with it, and she was. Dun, 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 dun. The world was moving, she was floating above it, and she was. Dun, 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 dun. She was. Dun, 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 dun. And she was drifting through the backyard. And she was taking off her dress. And she was moving very slowly, rising up above the earth, moving into the universe. And she's drifting this way, and that not touching the ground at all. And she's up above the yard. The world was moving, she was right there with it, and she was. Hey, hey, the world was moving, she was floating above it, and she was. Hey, 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 and she was right about it, no doubt about it. She isn't sure about what she's done. No time to think about what to tell him. No time to think about what she's done, and she was. Hey, 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 hey. Dun, 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 dun. And she was looking at herself. Dun, dun, dun. And things were looking like a movie. Dun. She had a pleasant elevation. She's moving out in all directions. Oh, hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. And the world was moving, she was right there with it, and she was. Hey, woohoo, yeah. The world was moving, she was floating above it, and she was. Hey, hey, hey. Join the world of missing persons, and she was. Dun, 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 dun. Missing enough to feel alright, and she was. Ha, ha, she was. Dun, 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 dun. And she was. Dun, dun, dun. She was. Dun, hey, hey, ha, oh, and she was. Dun, hey, hey. And she was. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, and she was. Thanks for watching. That's what they said. Alright then, Lizzie Jailbreak. I don't really. Alright, I was too late. I want to do one more. I want to do one more. Alright, Blinded by the Light, Man from Man's Earth Band. Blinded by the light, wrapped up like a deuce, another runner in the night. Blinded by the light, wrapped up like a deuce, another runner in the night. Blinded by the light, wrapped up like a deuce, another runner in the night. moments, and he's in summer with a teenage diplomat. In the dumps with the mumps, as the adolescent pumps his way into his hat. Down, with a boulder on my shoulder, feeling kinda older, trip the merry-go-round. For this very easy reason, sneezing, wheezing, the Calliope crashed the ground. The Calliope crashed to the ground. She was blinded by the light. Turned up like a deuce. Another runner in the night. Blinded by the light. Wrapped up like a deuce. Another runner in the night. Blinded by the light. Wrapped up like a deuce. Another runner in the night. Blinded by the light. Wrapped up like a deuce. Some silicone sister with a manager suit, mister, told me I got what it takes. She said, I'll turn you on, Sonny, to something strong. Play the song with a funky break. Then go Kurt Mozart was checking out the weather chart, see if it was safe outside. And little early Pearly came by in his curly whirly and asked me if I need a ride. Asked me to need a ride. Oh, she was blinded by the light. Wrapped up like a deuce, another runner in the night. Blinded by the light. She got down, but she never got tight. She's gonna make it through the night. She's gonna make it through the night. That's where the fun is. That's where the fun is. Mama always told me not to look into the eyes of the sun. But Mama, that's where the fun is. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 some brimstone baritone, anti-cyclone, rolling stone preachers from the east. Says Keith Roman, dictaphone, hidden in his funny bone. That's where the expected least. And some newborn chaperone was standing in the corner, watching the young girls dance. And some fresh soul stone was messing with his frozen soul, reminding him romance. The karaoke crash to the ground, just blinded by the light. Felt like a goose, another runner in the night, blinded by the light. Rubbed up like a deuce, another runner in the night, blinded by the light. Not like a ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. Bum 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 ding 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 She got down, but she never got tight. She gonna make it through the night.